Welcome back to another edition of
Retro Tech,
where we bring you only the finest testing gear and electronics of days gone by. Today we have a true classic in the retro tech zone. This is the Triplet 630 NA, a classic Volt-Ohm Milliammeter, as they used to call it. In case you didn't know, the Triplet Corporation was founded way back in 1904 in Bluffton, Ohio, by Ray L. Triplett. Triplet's first foray into the world of metrology was the hot wire meter. And take a look at that thing. It's basically an electrical meter housed in a watch case. Oh man. This novel meter was followed by the read-write Model 201 back in the 20s. And let's say the rest is history. In the 30s, they made meters for the U.S. Signal Corps during World War II. In '55, Triplet even launched the renowned Model 310 handheld analog, which is actually still highly sought after by collectors like myself. So yes, Triplet, a rich American history. Hey, it's got a global history. People all over the world just love this brand. This particular Triplet, the 630 NA, fabricated way back in '64. It does resistance, AC/DC volts, and milliamps. This selector switch is par excellence. It has that old school 60s tactile fluid. Look at that. Listen to that. That is just classic Triplet. Oh, amazing. Nice, big, bold, you can really get in there, and you don't see them like this anymore. We love to compare things, and how is this for a comparison? Yes, the Triplet was a beast, a big analog meter, still big to this day. As well, we got that gorgeous user manual from the Triplet Corporation. Oh, it's always a sweet treat when you get a manual with one of these older meters, just because they're so finite in their details, and having that user manual really helps. Sure, you can download them online most of the time, but having the manual in your hands makes a world of difference. Hey, general description, accuracy 1.5% on all DC ranges, except the 3000 and 6000 volt. Whoa, that is high voltage. Now, a really cool feature with this manual as well, not just the fact they're giving you such great info, but of course, you get that schematic, that circuit diagram. Look at that, look at that. If you need to troubleshoot this meter, here's all the parts listed. Oh man, I'm telling you, you know, when you bought a test instrument back then, you were buying it for the long term. Great manual, really nice to have. Quick little DC accuracy here, and look at that. I've got it in the VA-2 position. So when it's in this position, the instrument will read exactly half of the value indicated by the large range switch knob. So basically, you're dropping a 0. So right now we've got 5 volts coming out of that reference, and look at that. We have 5 volts almost, so we're dropping that extra 0. So you can see it's awfully close. Now let's face it, this is almost 60 years old, so I haven't done any calibration or anything like that either. So pretty good, all things considered. Another cool feature is, look at that operation chart. They're telling you how to read the scale. So if you're not 100%, you have something to refer to. Extremely detailed. Oh, excellente. So for ohms or resistance, let's see how well we do here. Just gonna put these together, and yeah, we're a little bit off. So in this case, you simply use your ohms adjust right here, and you want to try and get it as close to that 0 as possible. So it looks like we're pretty well there. All right, let's try out this 100 ohm resistor. I've got it on the ×1 scale, as you can see. Also, of course, if your needle is not exactly on that 0, you can do the adjust here ever so gently. Cautious when you're doing this. It's very easy to overshoot. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. $100 ohms is what we want. Let's see where we are on that scale. Here we have resistance over here. And you can see, look at that at the top. It looks like we are hitting 100 ohm spot on. Oh, gorgeous. Wow, this is definitely a thing of beauty or what? I'm telling you, it is like a rose, a colored rose with all of those precision resistors. The really cool thing about these old vintage meters, the smell, the smell. I kid you not, this manual, you can smell 1964, and I wasn't even born then. How was that possible? Oh, I love it. Okay, let's take a further look on the interior to this beauty, this cacophony of analog joy. These gorgeous resistors, I mean, all of them, plus or minus 0.5% or better. I mean, wow, a thing of beauty, a thing of beauty. And they have not drifted at all. These were high quality components, and they are still high quality to this day. Here, this is our rectifier assembly. Oh, yes. Take a closer look at that switch. That is a 4-deck 24 position switch. You can count them 1, 2, 3, 4. Classic. Variable 20K ohms adjust resistor. Yes. Right over there, there's our 24 meg 1% film type resistor. And directly adjacent to that film type resistor is the little Spragia. This guy, believe it or not, that is a 0.1 millifarad, a 400 volt Sprague capacitor. Over here's our little fuse. Literally, it's the little fuse was the name. It's a 1 amp little fuse, 3AG. This is your movement adjust. We have the housing for the batteries. This took 2 of them. 2 different batteries. One of them was a 1.5 cell, a typical flashlight D style battery, and the other was a 30 volt U20E style. Yeah, very hard to find now. Beautiful Bakelite finish inside and out. What can you say? This stuff will last virtually forever. Tough as nails. Ray Triplet himself, yeah, he was only 19 years old when he founded the company in 1904, and they had it almost 80 years until it was sold way back in 1983. But he would still have a big smile on his face if he could see just how well his test instruments are holding up all these years later. Hey, thanks for taking this trip down retro memory lane. You, me, and the Model 630 NA.